Hey guys and gals, welcome to my Cardwars Kingdom guide on how to create a very good deck though. Now, as you know, there are tons of creatures, there are really some fun creatures that you would like to use though, but once you start learning in multiplayer, then you're going to realize I need to have a better deck though. Take this deck that I made though. As you can see, I have Armor Books and Tomb Launcher though, which work well together because they both rely on how many cards they still have and probably the support though. So I'm going to tell you some steps on what to do in order to make a good deck though. So let's start up with step 1. Step 1 is the tank though. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure you can already guess what that is. The tank is a very bulky character. A character that's probably have over 400 HP though. Basically, the strategy with them is to make them stay alive or take as much damage as they can and also be a bit of a distraction. While you have your opponent focusing on this creature, you can do some heavy damage with this creature. Usually these characters are 5 or 6 drag attack creatures though. Probably the best one would be, wait, where is it? Yeah, Mother Husker Drag, because she's actually a 4 attack tank with over 644 HP. There are lots of tanks though. I'm pretty sure like each class specifically has their own though. There's the Maze Walker though. There's the Lost Golem. Other one, the Jeweler's one of them though. There are lots of creatures with really high attacks though. And really expensive. The Husker Colossus. Well, this is a giant. This is the Awakening though. So yeah, technically, I want to build a really big tanky class though. Add a tank to it. So let's go ahead and add the Lost Golem though. With about almost 800 HP though, and a high attack though. And probably a good passive for turn 1 though. Next up, we're going to have to add in a cheap cycle card though. And to be honest, this is the second step. We're going to want to add 2 of them. Because usually with these cheap cycle cards, people are going to learn to take them out. Obviously the most common one is Corn Dog and Heart Angel. Because they have some pretty decent cards and you can really spam with them though. There are some other decent ones that you want to use though. Cotton Eye Bat's a good one. It has good damage, a very high crit chance, and a good card though. There are some that's not really that. I mean, the pig is pretty fun though. Maybe I will try the pig later. I just find his passive not that good though. There's even people that use Fly Swatter though. Ball King, now that he got a little change to his passive. Even Cactus Ball though. Basically, those are creatures that you're going to want to spam, though. I will get into another tip that you should do about 4 of them. So, we're going to put ourselves 2. Now, obviously, the ones that are most annoying is Deputy Hot Dog, Sergeant Sandwich, and Steak Chop, though. Because they can do over 100 damage, and if you put haste on them, then oh boy, that is so annoying. So, yeah. But I'm actually going to use Sergeant Sandwich, though. I like him better. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm just putting Sandy Sands. Don't worry, I'll stop, though. I'll stop. Now we'll move on to the next step, and that is going to be synergies, though. Basically, class synergies, though. Basically, what I mean by that is you want to add card classes that make sense to go together, though. This can usually just be one thing, though. So, think about it. What is Sandy Sand's job? Sandy Sand's job is absorbing lots of damage, though, and reflecting it back, though, with Revenge and Thorns, though. So let's think about it. What exactly should I do about something like that, though? Well, how about there are lots of things, like Blue Plains with their shields, so then they don't take the damage, combined with them having Heroic. So let's add in something that would be pretty special, though. So let's add Preteen Wolf though. I would add Plain Jane, but she's very common. So let's add Preteen Wolf though, because Preteen Wolf's a fun card. He has a decent card. So yeah, let's go ahead and add him. Now, for the fourth step is that we're going to want to add a creature with a very good passive, though. And what I mean by this is, like, very good. This passive isn't really that good. It's only good for turn 1 unless you're, like, trying to stall as much as you can. But yeah, so let's go ahead and find a creature that has a really good passive, though. And I don't mean passives that can help, though. Like, take the Pickler. The Pickler, he has a pretty cool slash fun classic, but 20 HP, that seems a bit too low. The chances of that are pretty, you know. So let's go ahead and find one. There's ones like the Barrel, it can remove poison and blind and heal your whole team, though. But usually, these passives are ones that you want to, like, benefit from, you know, for a while, though, is what I mean, though. Let's go ahead and see if we can find one. Let me see. Here's a good passive. Let's try Fairy Shepherd. His perk is removing 2 negative effects, which can help, though. So, we're almost done, though. So, let's go ahead and go to the next step. What is this final creature going to be? Well, let's look back. We have our tank. Whoops. Where'd you go? Yeah, we have our tank. We have our cheap cycle, though. We have our synergy cycle. Synergy cycle, though. Now, I know what you're thinking. He only has 1 shield card, though. Maybe I am put that wrong. Who has 2 kinds of shields? You know what, yeah, let's put in Elder Shaman Void, because he has a perk where you remove 1 positive effect from enemy. So yeah, let's add him instead. At least I thought about that, though. So, like I said, what is this final creature going to be? So, we have our tank, we have our 2 cheap cycle cards. I don't know why I keep doing that. Cycle cards, though. So, basically, we want basically, we could use another support class, though. What I mean by this is, yes, he removes effect, though, but we want classes that can benefit, like most of the time. Because what happens if Fairy Shepherd dies, though? Then they can stock up on negative effects, though. There are some things I don't like to do. One of my favorites is, where is he? Lieutenant Lemonade. His perk is that any creature that falls below 25 HP receives 2 shield and 5 regain, and has all debuffs removed. So pretty much the deck I made here is a deck that removes positive effects from your team with him, and remove negative effects, though, with him, though, and Lieutenant Lemonade, though. Now, normally, you could probably look at this and say, maybe it could use some work. Maybe. Another fun one is this one. He did eventually get nerfed from 45 to 35. But yeah, you can still use him. And that brings me up to my next tip, which is why I'm using him and not him, though. You want to look at your cost management, though. What I mean by this is that you want to look at your creatures and see, what should I do? You don't want too many creatures that have like 4 attack up and over. It can be good if your opponent doesn't have anything to deal with them, though, but what if they do, though? Then yeah, you're going to be struggling. So yeah, I put Lieutenant Lemonade here because he's a 3. I got my 2. So I basically 5. So I have 2, 3, 4, and 5, though, which is simple. So now, let's move on to the next step, the hero, though. Now, some people, I understand you want to play this character because you like their voice lines, you like them in the show, but sometimes you have to think like, maybe, am I doing the right thing here, though? So right now, Flame Princess can actually be a great choice, but let's look at some other people. Ice King did get a change to his flute cards, though. So yeah, triple team, magic attack, and area shield, though. Works with my... But let's look about it. Are these creatures' magic attacks good? 3, 4, Actually, they are. So Ice King can actually be a good decent for this deck. Lumpy Space Princess. Hers can be benefit. Like, she has cards basically for, like, vengeance things, and I guess if you know opponents are gonna do certain things, like if you look like what's his class weaknesses, then you can do something about it though. Right arm Marceline. Princess Bubblegum, once again she has magic attacks though, which can help. So yeah, there are tons of here. Ice King, Princess Bubblegum, Grand Prix can somewhat be decent. Basically, lots of these heroes actually can work well with them. Probably there are some heroes that, but I think out of all of them, probably Flame Princess, Ice King, and Princess Bubblegum are the ones that are going to benefit the most from this. I actually almost forgot the final step though. Basically, what this step is you want to have the right cards though equipped on a character though. The best ones are Purging Breath, which you need King Fluff. You have Frenzy Ring, which is wait, who needs this? Is it? I think it's Archer Dan. Armor's Gauntlet, which is the Bird of Ra, I think. Those are probably the top 3 most important cards though. Yeah, there are some ones like Maze Arrow, Vampire Teeth, Crystal Skin though. Right now the one I have is probably Remove Thorns on Sergeant Sandwich though. So maybe this isn't really that good though. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta think about it though. Now this, you can't ignore all this. Basically, maybe that team would have worked together, but at least you have an idea of what I should do now. So to show you, I'm going to be using this deck right here. This is my deck that I basically use the most though. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some hairball chips. Now normally I could replace Heart or Bulldog with one of the Food Trio members, but basically I want to show how normally useful this can be. Obviously, both of their job is to stock up on how many cards I have in my hand though, and eliminate Shopper's support to make sure that they stay alive. Basically, this deck is very defensive play though. And what my strat is... what my strat is keep on drawing cards, so when it gets to a point, the Tomb Launcher can deal out devastating amounts of damage, because right now he's at 379. Okay, well there goes, because of, Yeah, so let's just continue forward with that though. Yeah, so we probably really need to take out this girl though. You see, he actually buffed that, and if you think about it, that could actually be a bit of a problem though. So let's heal up our Heart Angel, and let's go ahead and get rid of Corn Dog. Now yes, that was risky, but sometimes you might want to take out the cheaper costing drag attack. Okay, he attacked Tomb Launcher, but that was because he has a nice Lands Environment on. So judging by this, Hungry is now at 792 attack damage though. And this is turn 6. Yeah, the one issue is that this deck is probably vulnerable to blind though. So, if you can, try to get the bullseye card. Oh man. But yeah, as you can. try to get the bullseye card and this card if you can. So yeah, Cutie Pie is a big of an issue, so let's go ahead and get rid of him. So right now he's attacking our launcher, which can be actually a bit of a problem from time to time now. So this is the moment where sometimes you actually want to sacrifice some cards. What I mean is by doing things like this. And doing this. That way to give her a little stall time though. Because he probably would have been dead if it wasn't for the Fortress of Books. Yeah. That's another thing about CPU. They know what card they're going to get, which is why he made that kind of play. So by the looks of it, we're kind of in an issue though. So I want to get things like this, which can deal a decent amount of damage though. But if you look at it, maybe we should probably, get a flute card. So let's go ahead and do that. This time, I have +1 energy for each card in our hand, though. So let's go ahead and use it. Basically, the strat is to mainly drag attack to get some stuff. So we actually got Armor's Gauntlet, like I said, which is one of the best cards you want to get. So let's go ahead and put it on him because of his tankiness. So he's going to drag attack twice on the fortress and gets a critical hit though, which is a little bit scary, but you can't do it. So let's go ahead and heal him up real quick. And look at that, we actually got shield ×2 and inflict attack down. So let's put the shield on so we'll stay alive though. Let's do this just for some extra strength. Why do that? To activate this card. Which gives him -3 energy. And as you can see, we got this card, which is one of the cards we mainly needed. And then we can just magic attack to get there you go. So apparently, yeah, that sometimes happens too. So that is it. If you need some tips of like, is this creature good though? What should I replace this creature for? Then let me know.